Lawmakers at the House of Representatives have raised a 1 million peso reward for anyone who can tell the whereabouts of a certain Mary Grace Piattos, whose name appears in acknowledgment receipts made by Vice President Sara Duterte's office. During a press briefing on Monday, November 18, Zambales 1st District Representative J. Kong Hoon says members of the House Committee on Good Government and Accountability and the Quad panel decided to raise a cash reward so that they can start drafting the committee report.
Sa katunayan, dahil sa gusto nga nating matapos na yung hearing sa committee na ito, aming binibigyan na importansya na kailangan dumating yung mga ipinatawag natin. Lalong-lalo na pati yung mga pumirma ng mga acknowledgment receipt. So, nag-usap-usap kami, voluntaryo, na magbibigay kami ng pabuya ng 1 million pesos sa kung sino mang makakapagsabi o makakapagbigay ng impormasyon kung sino si Mary Grace Piattos.
Meanwhile, La Union 1st District Representative Paulo Ortega V says the House has been fair in tackling issues involving the office of the Vice President while being lenient on resource persons not showing up before the Committee on Public Accountability and Good Governance.
We've been lenient enough na bigay na pong invitation, meron na pong mga orders for the resource person. So, nag-aantay pa rin po tayo. We've shown that the House has been fair and the committee has been doing its job with lahat ng po ng klaseng diligence binibigay naman po namin sa karespeto. So, it's about time na they attend and they explain.
Piattos has not shown up at the House hearings despite being the signatory of several acknowledgement receipts for the Office of the Vice President's expenditures, particularly involving confidential fund usage. It was Antipolo 2nd District Representative Romeo Acop who pointed out to the Commission on Audit that several of the acknowledgement receipts were signed by a certain Mary Grace Piattos. During the panel's hearing last November 5, Acop expressed doubts if Mary Grace Piattos is a legitimate identity as the signatory's first name is similar to a coffee shop while her last name is a famous potato chip brand. The acknowledgement receipts signed off by Piattos were part of the liquidation reports discussed during the same hearing, referring to the 23.8 million peso confidential funds covered by 158 receipts. The committee has been investigating the alleged fund misuse at the Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education under Duterte, including the supposed irregularities in confidential fund expenditures. The Commission on Audit issued a notice of disallowance on the 73.2 million pesos of the Office of the Vice President's 125 million peso confidential funds for 2022, an item which several lawmakers said should not be available in the first place as the original budget crafted during the time of former Vice President Leni Robredo did not have this item. These observations have led the committee to check on the issues on the Office of the Vice President's budget utilization. Last November 11, some officials of the Office of the Vice President have been cited for contempt by the House panel for not attending the hearings despite numerous invitations. The committee members believe the individuals cited for contempt would have been key for the panel's investigation regarding the alleged misuse of public funds by offices under Duterte.